Welcome everybody back to Planetbase. We're back today in the same place on this red planet that is not Mars. And today we have some stuff we need to get straight. On one of my previous videos I had a viewer leave me a comment and let me know that I'm doing things a little bit wrong. And I do appreciate the feedback, and we're going to take a look at fixing some of the things that he pointed out, some things I didn't know, and some things that I missed. So, number one, the tissue synthesizer is not managed by engineers. So all my frustration at them for not taking care of it was wrong, and I apologize to you, engineers. It's not your fault because you aren't responsible for it. It's actually the biologists that do that, so I need to bring in a couple more biologists in order to take care of all 8 crops as well as the tissue synthesizer. And I guess in hindsight it actually makes a lot of sense because it is a food item and the engineers take care of food item, or I'm sorry, not the engineers, see I do it again. The biologists take care of food stuff, so they take care of the meat. Makes sense. So we can fix that real quick. We're going to go to our landing pad and bring in some more colonists, and specifically we want 100% biologists to start taking care of the food. Next, number 2, we need more TVs, and I actually don't think I have any, and I don't know why. Actually I have one, but a lot of these people that are unhappy actually get their mood buff from watching TV, and I don't have enough TVs. So that's a real easy fix. If I look at my materials here, we have more than enough plastic. So we're going to go in here, and it's going to be like a TV warehouse. We're just going to add a crap ton of TVs because each one's only one plastic anyway. We'll add 4 in that room, and then we're going to add a few in here. If we look around, we'll put 1 here, 1, 2... we'll do 3 in here, so 7 new TVs in total. That should keep everybody entertained. You all get your own TV when you're in there eating. Lastly, the whole engineer thing, it also extends to the fact that I have this on priority, so that's not freeing them up to do other things. I knew that. I knew that an engineer would be on this at all times, so that's taking one away. I know. So I hate to do it, but we're going to take this off priority and just let them do what they need to do and only be there when they can be and they don't have anything else to do for now. And then later on we'll look at bringing in some more engineers, so we'll have enough. But for now, we'll go ahead and take it off priority. One last thing. We were building a lot, and I know that, but they did point that out, that the reason I'm so low on materials is because I'm building so much that is taking up a lot of the metal that needs to be going to spares. So for now we're going to slow a little bit down on the building, let the colony catch up, get all the materials in order so that they can make spares when they need to make spares, and we'll have a little bit of extra metal laying around, which would be awesome. So let's just work on this stuff. So I should have engineers coming in soon, if I didn't actually, or biologists. Dang it, I keep doing it. Did we have any come in? I wasn't paying attention. No, we only have 3. We're going to keep it on how it is. Plenty of video screens. There's a TV everywhere you look. Just go watch TV. With the extra plastic, I'm actually going to go ahead and fill this out with beds too, because we're bringing in some more people, and looks like I can only fit 1 more bed anyway. So we'll go ahead and put that down. Foods are doing okay. We have 19 meals, which is more than we'll need for now anyway, so we're fine. 2 more botanists, biologists, whatever. We'll turn colonists off for now. And one other thing I want to do, I hate to do it, I really do, but it's the only way it's going to get our spares under control. So I'm going to build another spares workshop, and then once we start getting a handle on this, we can disassemble it so that it's not working anymore. I mean, they're only going to make so many though, because I do have a limit on the number of spares we can have to 10. So they're going to stop there anyway, so we'll just let that play out. Power's doing excellent. We did build that other battery last time, and we have the other solar panel and the wind turbine. The power is just fine. We don't have to worry about that right now. So is the mood going up? Is the mood? That's the question. Oh, yep. Welfare is excellent right now. People are like, oh my gosh, TVs. We have TVs now. We don't have to share the one in the one canteen. Alright, what do we want to trade? Nothing, actually. Well, you can have a little bit of my plastic, and we have a lot of starch. So, just give me enough for 50 value. That'll be good. We have a ton of that stuff. It's fine for now. We're making a lot of it anyway. And our tissue synthesizer is being seen too. That is excellent. Excellent. And that is a biologist. Would you look at that? If I had paid attention before, I would have seen that and said, oh, it's being worked on, but it's in a person with a green coat. So it's a biologist, not an engineer. I just wasn't paying enough attention to it before, I guess. Alright, we can take this stuff off priority, though. It doesn't have to have priority. I mean, engineers will work on it. We have 2 spares, and no metal, though. We have metal being worked on. And I don't think really anything else right now needs the metal other than that. We're not building anything. We have no buildings going. We aren't building any bots right now. We're not even building semiconductors right now, so literally all of our metal is either going to get stockpiled or go into the spares machine. It'll let us catch up really quickly. Let us see. So we have 2 spares. They're not complaining about that. I mean, power is excellent. I mean, that's going to get filled up within the next few seconds, and then that battery wasn't even touched. The mine's still going full blast, and I'm actually okay with that. I like stockpiling the ore because whenever I turn the mine off, then they have, you know, a supply to go through before we're out again. And even the processes are pretty much all full on ore right now, and they have 6 more sitting outside of the mine there. Next up is possibly going to be getting our bots in order. I mean, we already have the bot workshop, which already has enough materials in it to go ahead and make the bot. So let's power this room back up and power the bot workshop back up. Bots take a lot of time to make, so it's not really that big a drain on our metal, I don't feel like, because it's only 1 metal every, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, or 4 minutes, something like that. So they have time to have 1 free metal available for that, especially when we have this much ore. There's another trader. I don't really want to sell you anything. You can go away. Where's our dock? Doc, he should be working on medicine, because that's our big money source right now, selling medicine. I like to stay at about 5 on hand though, enough to fill up the cabinet. The cabinet takes 4, but still I like to stay around 5. I don't even know where he's at though. Biologist is going to go see to the tissue synthesizer. Good. And it's pretty much full too. We do need to get some bots though. That's going to free up a lot of our people because they're being used to just carry stuff around. And once we get the carrier bots underway, then they don't have to do the carrying. They can use the machines and make stuff, and the bots will take care of all the transportation. So that is something I'd like to do, but it does take an engineer. I actually have one on there though. See, it's real slow going. and it takes semiconductors, which I do have powered off at the moment. With this much ore though, I feel like we can power it back on. I don't know if I'll have the free engineers to take care of it, but we'll power it back on. Have semiconductors going, because we're going to need them for all the bots we need. And why are you unhappy, dude? Why are you unhappy? You got 3 TVs to choose from. It looks like they're all showing the same thing, but you still have them. Watch TV, man. You went out and went back to work. I mean, I love your enthusiasm, but you're allowed to watch some TV. Anyway. What to do next? I mean, that's one of the things, though, you know? If I'm not building, what am I doing? I'm just watching. Because if you have enough people and the right amount of resources, then things should just flow by themselves. You don't have to micromanage things. But then, I'm just waiting. And waiting. I don't know. I mean, we could possibly take the mine off priority here. And that'll free up the workers to go and turn all that ore into metal, which could possibly be a thing, and that'll let our doctor catch back up on his medicine production. We won't have people getting hurt as often. Nothing to trade you though, so dismiss. I do feel like we're getting to a point though where I may start to be able to bring tourists in, and then we can make a lot of credits that way. I mean, we have a lot of food. We're staying around, you know, 18, 19, 20 ready meals at all times. And then generally from what I've seen, oh, we have a sandstorm. Well, let me take care of this real quick. Generally when I've seen the tourists from playing before, they come maybe 4 or 5 people at a time. And then they just go to your beds, they sleep, they drink your water, they eat a meal, and then they're out. So I feel like we have enough infrastructure to take care of that. I mean, if we're holding around 18 to 20, I think that's pretty much all of our meal makers full, and we have a ton of vegetables and meat. So I don't think it would hurt. But the other thing is too, when you start bringing in tourists, there's a chance that they'll come in with weapons and mean to do your colony harm. And to combat that, you need security officers. And those security officers need weaponry. And we don't have weapons right now. So that's really the only break in the chain here. I'm contemplating making a weapons maker. But I just don't think I should just yet. I need to let my colony just catch up with itself, you know? I've asked a lot of it lately, and it's hurting as far as resources go. I don't need to be building a whole lot of stuff. I mean, we can make stuff that takes plastic. Do meal makers take plastic? We can make some more meal makers. They just take a plastic. So yeah, we'll make 2 more meal makers, and that will that'll reduce the amount of food stockpiles we have on hand. Because this looks like it's actually getting pretty full. Oh yeah, it's 92% full. So that actually might be the highest priority on our next building list. It would be a bigger storage facility. Because then if it's full, then stuff just sits in the building it came from and nothing can move. Things get halted on progress, and I don't like that very much. How's our robot doing? Is this the same one, or do we already have one and this is number 2? We do have one finished, so this will be the second carrier bot. Good. So that's one person freed up that doesn't have to carry things. And we still actually have a lot of ore. There's no one in the mines right now, but we've got 6 spares, so we're starting to get the spare game under control, which is fantastic. What I like to see, I just want to see a full stockpile of spares. I want to get to the limit. What's the limit? 10. I want to get to 10 spares and just hold there, and whenever we use 1 or 2, go ahead and make the next ones to replace it. I don't want to get down to 0 when we need them again. The next thing I want to build 100% is the bot auto repair facility here. It takes 2 semiconductors though. That's pretty expensive. But this is going to free up an engineer from having to go repair a bot that breaks down all the way. And I feel like it may make the bots last longer, because if the bot breaks down all the way and has to be restarted, then that takes more of a toll than just, little touch-ups here and there. Because the bots will go there by themselves when they need to. When they get about halfway down, they'll go get repaired up by themselves on that little pad, and then they'll be off working again. So nothing I really want to sell you. No extra medicine, no extra semiconductors, nothing like that. So you can be on your way. I do need another semiconductor made though for the bot repair pad here. I don't know where. I don't know what's happening here. There we go, it's getting worked on now. So our food stocks just took a plummet here as far as vegetables and meat go, because we made those 2 new meal makers, but we're up to 26 meals now. I mean, that's what? How many people do I even have? I have 17 people. That's a meal for everyone and then some. Just in stock, and then people can just go throw more vegetables, meat in there and have more meals made almost instantly. So we're doing well on the food front. Spares were down 4. We got someone got them being made though. All right, we need 1 more semiconductor. Oh, see, that bot broke down. Now an engineer has to come fix them. Come on, fix them. What? What? Are you hungry? Water. Okay. Oh, you're just a worker though. I apologize. Not your fault. There he is. Alicio. Man fixing up the robot. CR3. Alright, 1 more semiconductor and we will have our bot repair pad, and that kind of thing shouldn't happen again afterwards. I'm feeling a lot better. I do appreciate the input, commenter. You helped me out. I don't know why I thought the wrong thing. I even said it wrong a few times after that, but you know what? You were right. Biologists definitely are the ones who took care of this, and it's put me in a better place. And again, I apologize to all the engineers for blaming you and your math logic in the game not doing what I thought you were supposed to be doing. My fault. If we get a couple more engineers, we may actually be able to make even more tissue synthesizers. Trading ship landed. Nothing really extra, buddy. Really. You have a colossal panel, but expensive, and I don't have that many credits. Go away. Oh, nice. We're up to 9 metal. That's the most we've had, I think, since the start of the game, when it dropped us off. Still waiting on that semiconductor, though. And it's done. Go ahead and get that made. Come on, go ahead and get that made. There it is, and build it. Build it up. Boom, there we are. If the bots are in, a little worse for wear, not necessarily that close to breaking, but they should go get repaired up. Where is my bot, by the way? Where? Right here. You're still in decent condition. Y'all are just hanging out till something needs to move. I'm gonna switch this over now, since it doesn't have any progress yet. We're gonna switch it to the builder bot. That way the builder bot can go outside and repair the structures, and it doesn't take an engineer to do that, which frees them up to do other stuff. Because there are a lot of outside machines, all the generators and the batteries and everything. They need to get repaired with the spares, and right now an engineer has to do it. But a builder bot can do it if we had them. So we do need a couple. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for today. We are in a much better spot than they were, and I learned something new. So if you did stick around all the way to the end of today's episode, I appreciate it so very much, and I hope to see you in the next episode.